Hello everybody and welcome to Robot Wars Reborn Rematches. Today's rematch we revisit Series 5 for Part 3 of Firestorm and Hypno-Disc.
Firestorm, oh, and as the first bash of the Hypno-Disc weapon caught Firestorm out to 12 miles an hour, they both gone down!
Firestorm and Hypno-Disc first met in the first round of the semifinal, where one hit from Hypno-Disc took out Firestorm and sent him through. They met again in the grand final playoff, where an impressive Firestorm drive sent both robots into the pit, the impact damaging Hypno-Disc's drive, and he couldn't fight a rematch, giving Firestorm the win. Just like last time, we're fighting with two unchanged robots, so we're gonna get right into the fights, wasting no time.
From Durham, Firestorm 3. From Middleton Cheney, Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypno-Disc.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
And so the series begins between Firestorm and Hypno-Disc, probably two of the best bots from Robot Wars, never to win a title, but to come very close. Lots of third and fourth place finishes between these bots. Hypno-Disc also getting second in Series 3, with that deadly horizontal blade getting flipped over by Firestorm. And a bit of a struggle to self-right immediately, but Hypno-Disc back on his wheels at the second time of asking and nearly thrown over again. Firestorm rarely even using the front hinge flipper there. Just the fact that he is such a big wedge with a low ground clearance apparently enough. Hypno-Disc trying to get to the side of said wedge. A bit slow, Firestorm able to charge him towards the side. Get under one of those wheels, and that's what's been popping him up. And now Firestorm with a good drive, but losing Hypno-Disc before he can do anything. Oh, and what's this? We've got a computer glitch. And both robots are confused. The fight was temporarily paused. They're back at it now. What will the stoppage do to the early momentum that was shifting in Firestorm's favor? It appears to be not doing anything so far. Not at all. Hypno-Disc still trying to figure out how to attack. And he's popped off to the side towards the center of the arena, where the drop zone lies. He might have to use arena hazards to his benefit, getting flipped up and over and immediately self-righting. It's all Firestorm at the moment. Oh, and that was a near miss. Hypno-Disc going for the pit release, and Firestorm dangerously driving across the corner of the pit. Had Hypno-Disc done it a second earlier, he might have gotten away with a very fortunate victory there. Instead, we fight on. Hypno-Disc causing a few scratches onto the Firestorm wedge. It's really cosmetic damage. It's not slowing him down. It almost seems like Firestorm's flipper is a little too short to get some of the flips. There's a lot of times Hypno-Disc rides up the wedge, but the flip doesn't come because the angle at which it is at. We've got 30 seconds left, and I must say, Hypno-Disc hasn't done much. He's really just taken off some of the paint of Firestorm, some of that red and yellow. Oh, and he's dangerously close to getting pushed into the pit, but he narrowly escapes. Firestorm has really controlled this fight. Hypno-Disc needs a miracle in the last 10 seconds, because that's where it looks like it's going towards the judges. Another couple shavings from Hypno-Disc. Has he done enough?
Cease.
We'll find out in a little bit. Well, that fight certainly had some interesting twists, with the whole computer game. I don't know what that is, but it happens all the time. But the fight has gone the distance, and it's down to a judge's decision, looking at control, damage, style, and aggression. And although Hypno-Disc caused a lot of damage, they say Firestorm controlled the fight for about all the 3 minutes, and they've gone for Firestorm! And I think that's a straightforward decision, right? I mean, he was killing him.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So So round 2 begins with Firestorm up 1-0 in the series. Will Hypno-Disc feel a little hard done by, or will they realize they have a lot of work to do to try and figure out how to beat this Firestorm machine? Hypno-Disc flipped, and apparently struggling to self-right all of a sudden. Well, we didn't see this in the first matchup. Hypno-Disc trying to get himself back on his wheels, and eventually he does so. That was quite a long effort, but once again, Firestorm on the offensive, flipping him over. Hypno-Disc in major trouble. He can't stay on all 4 wheels for long, nearly driving into the pit that was deployed about a minute ago. A very impressive start for Firestorm, picking up from where he left off in the first match, under Hypno-Disc again, failing to get the flip. Hypno-Disc is just not quick enough to get to Firestorm's side. As soon as he tries, he exposes his own side, and Firestorm takes advantage. With the pit released, Hypno-Disc knows he has a chance as he's carried by Firestorm across the box. Firestorm showing no signs of weakness and no signs of letting up and giving Hypno-Disc a break. He gets under him again with a half pop. We're already halfway through this fight, and Hypno-Disc looks like a beaten robot, one completely out of ideas. He tries again to chop away, running over the flame pit. Firestorm dangerously close to the floor flipper. If the floor flipper was not so delayed, maybe it could have an impact in this match. A few times there you're seeing it fire late, when the bots were well off it. Hypno-Disc pushing Firestorm into the empty CPZ. That would certainly be of aid to him if those were occupied by house robots. But unfortunately, Hypno-Disc has to do it himself, and he's struggling. Again, trying to attack Firestorm. Really just getting shavings. That was a solid hit. We haven't seen many of those from him. Firestorm continually pushing Hypno-Disc back. The floor flipper again deploying. Oh, and Hypno-Disc has ripped off Firestorm's flipper! Well, that's the first major damage we've seen from him, and it could be vital. Also, the refrigerator is on the floor. When did that deploy? Who knows? All we know is we have another judge's decision. Honestly, when the hell did the fridge come down? I didn't see that. What happened there? Well, we've had another interesting fight between these two, and once again, it goes the distance. Once again, it's control, damage, style, and aggression that the judges look at. And they're saying that despite the Hypno-Disc damage, it was Firestorm controlling the fight, and he gets the second victory! And he concludes the series 2-0, taking the bragging rights. Congratulations to Firestorm. And quite frankly, I think we had 2 correct decisions today. I mean, yeah, Hypno-Disc may have gotten a little more damage, especially in the second fight, but Firestorm was in complete control. He made Hypno-Disc his bitch. So here's the end of video question I think you guys will have fun with. We know that Hypno-Disc had a lot of 4th place finishes and has won 2nd place. Firestorm came 3rd a lot. Who deserved a title more, and who was the unluckier of these 2 bots? Go ahead and have fun with those questions. Have your say below. And if you want to see more from each recreated design, then check out the Robot Wars Reborn series on this channel. Firestorm appeared in episode 4, and Hypno-Disc appeared in episode 5. And check them out in the Robot Wars Reborn Cup. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
From Channel Heath in Essex to 59. From Enfield in Middlesex, Fluffy. Roboteers, stand by. 3,